Hey guys, welcome back. Boltspider here, and we have some TCG news. Now, this was going on yesterday. PPG Pro Play Games, they were opening up a case of Ancient Guardians, and they pulled a few collector rares. So I want to go into the collector rares real quick, and all of them that were pulled. So we have Tissol Fuckhorde Beautia, we have Fossil Fuckhorde Fancia, Snake Rain. Those are the three that they pulled, and all of them look absolutely stunning. But from this, I'm thinking, oh, they probably gave this archetype not that many, and then everything else a lot. But then when we get to Ancient Guardians Collector Rare, more of them, we have Skullmeister, Venom Naga, the Deity of the Poisonous Snakes, Ursartic Sepentron, and Dol Sulfacor Coolea. So that's already 3 to the Sulfacor. And then we have Soul Sulfacor Gracia. So that's 4 to this archetype. I wish Konami would stop doing this, because it's like, we get it. They're waifus. We get it, but can you stop overdoing it on the waifus? Because if we look at things like Genesis Impactors, the full entire deck for Evil Twin, Live Twin, they got 5 in the last set and 3 to the others. And that's a little obnoxious compared to how great Drytron was. And then you had Magistius, which is a good engine, but they're overdoing it with a deck that isn't really going to do much because of how the current state of meta is and how pendulums are. They're doing so much for so little. Now let's get to the actual set list with some of my honest opinions on it. So if we look at the first set, we have the Audotic archetype, which is the Abyss archetype from the OCG. So for some of these, we have Nun, or Nunu, which is Null. Then we have Nuya, which is Nihil. Then we have Fulgos, which is Fulgi. Curse, which is Curse. And Alright is Elith. And then Aaron, Amnesia, and Ogdo Abyss are the same. We have Audotic Water Lily, which was Snake Lily of the Abyss. Origin, Howl, and Calling didn't get changed, if I remember correctly. My opinions on the names, I don't really like them that much. They could have kept it the same. These two were Dredges. Now they're Remnants. Now we have Boundless. We have Light, Dark, King. These pretty much stayed the same. The Light, Dark, King, Queen, and Overlord. But Ogdo Abyss was actually Deity. And if we look down here, there's Deity. I don't know why they didn't keep Deity. Then we have the Sulfaccords being all Do-Re-Mi. They added Soul in all of them. They should have left that out. So it could have been Do-Faccord, Re-Faccord. These names pretty much stayed the exact same. Then we have the Arctic and McPuller, McTanis, McBillis. It's pretty much mostly the same from what we've had. Then we have all the reprints being Venom Naga, Venimonon, Evil Dragon, and everything right here we already knew. Overall, I'm not a big fan of the names, and we do have the rarities for them. So if we look, let's take a look at the Abyss archetype first. The most important ones are the first two, and Zoa all the way to Water Lily. They did the correct thing and made them the rarities that they did. Null and Nihil are 3-ofs, while everything else outside of Fulgos or Fulgos, Origin, Howl, and Calling are 1-ofs. Snake Lily is also 3-ofs. So 3 super rares are 3-ofs, and then these ones right here are all 1-ofs in the deck. We don't play Fulgos because he's terrible. Then we have the rarities for the Do-Re-Mi Chord. Now, they had 3 ultra rares for Abyss, which is good. For Do-Re-Mi Chord, you have Cutia as a super, Dreamia and Elitia are rares. You have Fancia, Gracia, Beautia and Coolia as ultras, along with Angela as a super rare. Then we have Elegance Super, Scale, Musia, Formal are all rares, and Harmonia is a super. So this deck got away with 3 ultra rares and 4 collector rares. We don't know if the Ogdo Abyss or Ogdotic has any collector rare. I hope they have at least 3 or 4, because I believe Nun and Nunya definitely deserves them. I would say, as they're the duo. Even Ogdo Abyss deserves it as well. Or even Curse, because Curse I like. It's one of my favorite cards from the deck. Then we have the Ursa Arctic. They took away with 3 ultras, being the 4 ultras, because Big Dipper. And then you also have Grand Chariot, Serpenttron, and Polari. Then the 3 mix right here are all super rare. All the megas are rares. Then we also had Departure and Slider as a super. Quint Charge is a rare, while Big Dipper is the ultra. So they distributed out the ultras very well, but I would have thought that 3 for Abyss would have been fine, 3 for Dorime Cord, 3 for Ursa Arctic, and 1 wild card rare would have been better. And a few of the things on the rares. Skullmeister should have been at least a super. At least as a collector rare. Snake Range should have been a super. It's already a rare. Then all the others, Rise of Snake Deity would have been better as a super. Waving Eyes already has a super. It got a rare now. King of the Feral Imps should have been a super. It could be an OTS pack super, but this should be a super by now. It's been out for quite some time, like 8 years, and it's getting a rare. 8 years and a rare. I think this is why I like the older pack structure better from the other sets. From Secret Slayers and before, where everything is a hollow, no matter what. Secret Super, this is way better than rare. Like, rare Ultra Super, it was better when it was 20 secrets, 40 supers. That was better. This is a pack style that they should keep. And select super and secret rares could be a collector rare. Not having 3 different rarities in a set. It makes a little disconnect, even though that there's 7 cards per pack. They should have had 7 cards per pack to begin with instead of 5 cards. 7 cards is better because you get more of what the rares are, but I liked it better when it was the 2 rarities, because you knew what you were going to get. 4 supers and 1 secret. What they could have done was upped it to 5 supers and 2 secrets. Or 6 supers and a secret. Or maybe put, for this set, 6 rares. No, 5 rares, a super, or 2 supers, and a chance of getting an ultra. Because you're not guaranteed every single card in a box. Compared to back then, you were guaranteed, like back in Mystic Fighters, at least 1 copy of everything. But now with this new change, it's not that good. It's kind of like just the main sets, where they changed the formula and made it harder to pull so many other cards. And I feel like this is the wrong step, because you're making more cards harder to obtain for people, even though that you're giving us more of that rarity. The more cards in that rarity, it makes it harder because people aren't really getting play sets of everything. They're getting like 2, sometimes 3. But overall, I'm not happy about the names with a few, but overall, I am fine with the rarities of them because the most important ones are super rare and they're easy to get. But anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this news update on the set and the collector rares because luckily we got those. So we have Fancia, Gracia, Beauty Akulia. Then we have the Serpenttron, Venom Nanga, Skullmeister, and Snake Rain. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.